I give up. I can't find it. I cannot find the opening on this PC. I can't find it. So we're gonna give up on it. We're gonna give up on trying to find the opening because I can't find it. So come on, bottom, 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 bottom. Yeah, there we start. Oh, God. All right, let's get this over with. Wrong button. All right. I ain't even get the food away. It's only shrimp and tangerine. What do we get? We got shrimp, tangerines, and shrimp, tangerine, and sugar-free pudding. So the shrimp is partially frozen. We'll put that in the freezer. Here we go with the. I ain't gonna say it. It's all tangled up. It's one wire and got tangled up with everything. One stinking wire. And got tangled up with everything. Dang. All righty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Minister Brother Derek Show, or I think we're on the E-Bike Life. E-Bike Life with Brother Derek. So welcome to the show. I'm going to have a new unboxing for y'all on Monday, so be looking for that. I'm looking forward to this because I started out with a bike that had 14-inch wheels on it. And it had a 250-watt motor. I had to pedal with it to get uphill. Which wasn't a bad thing. Made you put in some work. But it was light. And it was easy to carry around. And I could take it in places and nobody would say anything. So they sent me another e-bike with 14-inch wheels. But this one isn't the Swagtron EB1. A bike that had a 36-volt, 6-amp-hour battery. This is going to be a 48-volt, 13-amp-hour battery, which means it lasts 8 times as long. The 13-amp-hour battery is bigger than the battery on my PX5. It's only a 10.4. This is a 13-amp-hour. On the GS9 Plus, it got a 14.5. So it got a battery that can hang with the bigger tire e-bikes, but it got smaller tires. Smaller tires mean more torque. For those of you that live in a hilly community like I am, even though it has less power, it ain't pushing them big wheels. It's going to have more power going uphill. It might not go as fast on flat ground, but I think it's limited to 18 miles. I think it's 18 miles per hour when it comes to your lock. Now, I know I can go unlock it in the settings, but if it can go uphill without hiccuping, if it can do 10 miles per hour uphill, I'm talking about steep grades, If it can do 9 or 10 miles per hour uphill, I'm fine. I'm already going 18, 19 miles per hour on flat ground. And then, we get into the 20s when we go downhill. I'm fine with that. Long as it can get me uphill, that's what I worry about. So I'm looking forward to showing y'all that bike Monday. It's supposed to be here Monday. That's what UPS says. So I hope everybody will tune in on Monday as I unbox the e-bike. And then we're going to take it out for a ride. So I hope that y'all show up on Monday. But that's Monday. Let me show you the current lineup of e-bikes. We haven't done it in a while. Let me show y'all the current lineup of e-bikes that Paselec has right now. And if anybody has any questions that they might want to ask, this is a good time to do it. So let's get to it, y'all. And then we'll see what's going on in the war. Now, can y'all see this on y'all screen? All right, this is the Paselec PX5. It comes in white and it also comes in black. Now, I have the black one. Now, I own this bike. I bought this bike with my stimulus money. The stimulus we got last April. And I haven't regretted buying this bike. This bike performs well. I just got off of it. We just rode it about 12 miles. This is the Paselec PX5. It has 20-inch, 4-inch wide fat tires. It comes with fenders. It comes with a rack. It has a 7-speed Shimano shifter, 10.4 amp hour battery. It has front suspension and it has seat post suspension for the rear. It's got mechanical disc brakes. It's got a black and white display, but it shows you your speed, your mileage, and battery life, everything else you need. It comes with a tail light and it comes with a front headlight. This bike, I'm telling you, this bike don't complain about nothing. It just do the job. It do the darn thing. We ain't ran this bike. I took it across town. Videos up of me riding this bike. This bike is a killer. I think this is the best 500 e-bike folding bike on the market. If somebody want to challenge me, I gladly take the test. It carried me when I was 300 pounds. It carried me now at 255. Just carries me a little bit faster. You don't need to get yourself an expensive e-bike. This bike does the job. And I'm testifying it. I know because I own it. Like I said, I just got off of it. This bike is $9.99. If you put my coupon code in, he still ain't fixed it. He still ain't fixed my code. He ain't fixed my code. Hold on a sec, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. That's a daggone shame. I told the man last week that the coupon code wasn't working, and he ain't done nothing about it. That's just trifling. But anyway, let's keep moving. Now, this is the bike I wanted to get. It comes in green and it comes in black. This is the Paselec PS6. Now, some of you are going to say this looks just like the bike I just showed you, and you would be correct. It does. It looks just like the bike I just showed you. You know why? It's the upgrade. Paselec know how to do upgrades. A lot of these bike companies, they don't give you no real upgrades. Paselec gives you upgrades. And some of you are saying, well, why don't you own that bike? Well, that's because they didn't give us enough money. Why don't you ask Biden why I don't own that bike? If Biden would have gave us the 2,000, I would have got it. If Biden would have gave us the 1,500, I'd have scrounged the money together and got it. He only gave us 1,400. So that wasn't enough to buy this bike. Now, if there had been a minister, Brother Derek, around, then I would have been able to buy it and still would have had $100 in my pocket. But there wasn't no minister, Brother Derek, around. So we had to do what we had to do. Now, if there had been a minister, Brother Derek, around, we wouldn't have to worry about it. Now, what's different between the bike that I did get, the PX5, and this bike? Well, Paselec know how to do updates. First off, they both got the same 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires. They both fold. That's where they differ. You get an upgraded rack. Look at the rack and then look at that skinny one that's on the other one. Look at the difference. You get an updated, more sturdier rack. That's number one. Number two, instead of a 7-speed Shimano tourney, you get an 8-speed Shimano Altus gear system. Instead of a 10.4 amp hour battery, you get a 12 volt a 12 volt hour battery. Both of them 48 volts. You get front suspension with the cheaper bike, but on this bike, you don't get no seat post suspension. You get full frame suspension. That's an upgrade. You don't get mechanical disc brakes on this bike. You get hydraulic car-like brakes. That's an upgrade. Okay? You don't get the red tail light in your seat. You get it out at the end of the bike on the rack, and when you hit the brakes, it illuminates to let everybody behind you know that you're slowing down. That's an upgrade. It don't come with a black and white display. There ain't nothing wrong with a black and white display. This come with a color display. But the biggest upgrade is instead of a 500-watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800, you get a 750-watt motor that peaks well over 1,000 watts. That's an upgrade. And that's why I wanted this bike. I wanted to be flying down the road with 1,000 watts of power behind me. That's why I wanted this bike. It didn't work out that way. Let me get you the link for this bike. There's the link, and here's the coupon code. Hopefully it works. If it don't, I ain't pushing no more bikes until they fix it. But hopefully it works. This is my coupon code. Let me show you what you do with it. You come to the website. I gave you the link. They asking $15.99. You click buy it now. They got 20 units in stock. Here in the United States, ready to go, be to your house 7 days or less. No shipping charge and no sales tax. They asking $15.99. Put my coupon code in there. I get you that bike for $12.99. $300 off. Use my coupon code. 750 watts that can peak at well over 1,000. Hydraulic car-like brakes. 20-inch, 4-inch wide fat tires. 8-speed Shimano shifting system. 12 amp hour battery. Color display. Full suspension. $12.99. It's tax time coming up. Treat yourself. Get out there and get some exercise. On this bike, you ain't going to have to do nothing unless you want to. 1,000 watts of power going to propel you up any hill you come to. It's going to take you up and down the mountain. Treat yourself. You only live once. Get the best. I couldn't get the best. But I ain't gave up. One day, I'm going to have one. One day, I'm going to have one. My PX5 is fine. But one day, we're going to have one. They got 20 of them in black. How many of them in white? They also ship to Canada and the UK. Oh, no, Canada crossed out. I'm sorry. But they ship to the UK. If anybody here from the UK watching, treat yourself. Get yourself a green one. You got family in the military. They would love to be riding around the base on one of these. Let's move to the mountain bikes. They gave the G9 a new look. This is the baby of the bunch. They gave her a new look. This is the G9. Yes, it's an e-bike. I know it don't look like an e-bike, but yes, it's an e-bike. You see the battery in the tube right there. That's where the battery is. The battery and the controller is in the tube. You ain't got to worry about nobody stealing it. Getting the crowbar and popping it off and going about their business and selling it. They ain't gonna be able to get in there. Battery is secured away, and so is the controller. And you think nobody won't steal your battery or your controller? You need to look on eBay. You look on Amazon. The people on there selling them. Don't let yours be on there sold. You get a Paselec bike, it's put away. It's out of sight. It's hidden, locked away. This bike has 27-inch, almost 3-inch wide tires. 27 and a half inch, 2.8 inch. You might as well say 3-inch tires. 2.8 inches. Might as well say 3-inch tires. So they're not quite fat tire, but they're bigger than your normal tire. They 1.2 inches off being called the fat tire. So you know they're gonna provide plenty of padding. You got front suspension. You don't have rear suspension, but you can get a seat post suspension off Amazon for $19. Not a big deal. Pay somebody $5 at the bike shop to put it on. Not a big deal. Or do it yourself. Get your neighbor to do it. Doesn't come with a color display. It comes with a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It comes with mechanical disc brakes. It got a 13 amp hour battery. You're going to get plenty of mileage out this bike. It's got a 500 watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800 watts. And it looked like something you see hanging at Dick's Sporting Goods. This does not look like an e-bike, but it is. Put you a rack on there. Nobody will never know that's an e-bike. This is the baby of our mountain bikes. We actually have 3 in the series. This is just the first one. Let me get you the link. Let me get you the linky dink. Let me put the coupon code in here for you. Let me copy it here. All right, let's put it in the chat. This is my coupon code. Let me show you what you do with it. Oh, it also comes. Oh, they're selling out. They ain't got no green. They ain't got no gray. That gray is really silver and it's beautiful. Now they're asking $11.99. They got 18 units ready to go. Be at your house 7 days or less. Let me paste in my code here. Brother Derek G9. You won't pay $11.99. You'll get this bike for $9.99. $200 off. $9.99. Park your car. Take that to work. Watch everybody ooh and ah. Get in the bike lanes. Even when they got a speed, they say no e-bikes here. They won't know you got an e-bike. This doesn't look like an e-bike. You can go into the trails where they say only regular bikes. You'll be able to take this. $9.99. That's if you want to cheap out. But if you want something better, if you want something better, this is now the PS6 got a 750 watt motor. That's the only reason, and it folds. That's the only reason the PS6 beats this bike. But this is the best all around. When I say all around, this is the best all around. You get the big 3-inch wide tires, but they 27.5 inches tall. Why do I call this the all around? This bike got everything you need. You get full suspension, flex frame suspension. Let me tell you, it's comfortable. You get a 13 amp hour battery, just like you did on the bike I just showed you. This is an update. The first bike was the G9. This is the GS9. You get a color display and it's updated. So you get full suspension, you get a color display, you get an 8-speed Shimano shifter. You get hydraulic car-like brakes. You get a 500 watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800 watts. You get front headlight, rear tail light. And it don't look like an e-bike. This is the package. This is like something you would see hanging at Walmart when you walk in. Nobody will suspect you on an e-bike. You can be out there with the trails, dusting all your friends, and they would never know that you had an e-bike. Too bad they sold out of the green and black. That green and black, I think, is the sexiest e-bike I ever seen. It does not look like an e-bike. It's like a regular bike. It looks like a $3,000 bike. But you won't pay $3,000. I can get you this e-bike. I gotta see what they changed my. I had it at $11.99. Let me see what they changed my coupon code to. Cause somebody been in there fiddling. But I had this bike at $11.99. That is a steal. I wonder if it's still $11.99 or did he mess it up? He messed up my PX5 code. Let's see if he messed up this code. Let me type it in for y'all. Brother Derek GS9. I hope he didn't mess my code up. I really do. I try to get y'all a deal. I know what these bikes have done for me in my life. But that's the GS9 link right there. And this is my coupon code. And let's see what it is. What kind of deal can I get you? Because they're asking $14.99. And I'll be honest, it's worth $14.99. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. But let me see. They got 38 of them in stock. Let me see what I can do for you. What can I do for you? They asking $1,500. What can I do for you? Oh, it ain't $300 off no more. It's only $200 off. Okay, I can get it to you for $12.99. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it for $300 more? That's the question. Instead of having mechanical disc brakes that squeal, you can get hydraulic car-like brakes. Instead of having just front suspension for $9.99, for $12.99, you get full frame suspension. Instead of having a 7-speed Shimano shifter, you can get an 8-speed shifter. They both got the same battery, same frame, same tires. But for those upgrades, if it's worth $300 to you to have full suspension when you want to get up there and ride on the mountains and ride over the tree stumps or whatever, you'll pay the $300. If you won't, pay the $9.99. If those extra features mean something to you, you'll pay the $300. If not, you get the one for $9.99. They're the same bike. This one just got the premium package on it. Them hydraulic brakes. That's worth $300 right there. They have the extra gear on the shifter. They have the color display. The full suspension. That's worth the $300 right there. Your behind ain't gonna hurt after riding this bike. Your legs gonna feel good, no matter what you ride over. Is it worth $300? If it is, you'll get the Paselec GS9. If it's not, you'll cheap out and get the G9. Some of you are saying, okay, but I'm still not satisfied. Don't you got something better? Well, yes, we do. This is what we call the mother load. This is the queen of the hill right here. Why do I call it the queen of the hill? Look at her. You probably saying, well, it looked like the other two bikes you showed me. Well, it should. Because I showed you Cindy. I showed you Jan Brady. But this is the Marsha. What separates this bike from the other two bikes I just showed you? Because I told you the best all-around bike was the GS9 of what I just showed you for $12.99. Well, check this out. This is an update. This is the GS9 Plus. Why is it called the Plus? Because instead of getting 2.8-inch wide tires, you get 4-inch wide tires. That's why. Instead of an 8-speed Shimano shifter, you get a 9-speed. Instead of a 13 amp hour battery, you get a 14.5 amp hour battery. You get the same hydraulic brakes you get on the GS9. You get the same suspension. You get a color display. So you're saying to yourself, well, why is this the mother load? Because the G9, the cheapy cheap, and the GS9, the best all-around bike, this bike got something that both of them wish they had. This is why it's called an upgrade. This is what they should have put on the GS9. They gave it a 750-watt motor that can peak at well over 1,100 watts. You get full suspension. You riding on 26-inch tall, 4-inch wide fat tires. You riding around on pillows with 1,050 watts of power in your butt. And this don't look like an e-bike. This is the mother load, the queen of the hill. You are not going to find an e-bike out there unless you go over to China yourself or you wait 8, 9, 10, 12 weeks for AliExpress. I can get you this bike in less than 7 days with no sales tax and no shipping charge. You're not going to find a bike that pack all this in for the price that I can give you. You won't find it. Because if you do find a bike in this price range, it's not going to have full suspension, or it's not going to have a 9-speed shifter, or it's not going to have hydraulic car-like brakes. There's going to be something. It's not going to have that 750-watt motor that peaks at well over 1,000. And there's a lot of bike companies out there that's telling you they got a 750-watt motor. It's a 500-watt motor that peaks at 750. This is a 750-watt motor that peaks at well over 1,050. Don't be fooled and don't be tricked. Don't let somebody tell you you don't need rear suspension. Yes, you do. I got this bike and I can tell you riding this bike and even riding my PX5 that got seat post suspension. When I'm riding this bike, you don't hear me say nothing about the bumps. I forget they there. That make this bike worth it right there. Especially if you live in the inner city like I do with all these potholes. Don't let nobody tell you you don't need suspension. Don't let anybody tell you take the air out the tires. How does taking the air out the tires help you out? Especially if you heavy. That put more work on the motor and make you go slower. So why would you want to take the air out the tires? I tell you what I know. I don't tell you what I think. I tell you what I know. I got this bike. I tell you. Here's the link for it. Let me get you the coupon code. Put that mobility scooter down, put that walker down, and get on one of these bikes. Get out there with your grandkids and ride. Stop slowing them up while they're waiting for you to come hobble along. Make them keep up with you. Slow down, Grandma. I'm coming. Hold on. Slow down. Instead of them waiting around for you. Here's my coupon code. Let me show you what you do with it. They asking $16.99 for this bike. And God darn it, it's worth $2,500, you ask me. You ain't gonna find a bike with all these features. Unless you get on the boat and go over to China yourself. And my coupon code beats everybody. They asking $16.99. Put my coupon code, get this bike for $14.99. Where you gonna find all these features for less than $14.99? I'll put my money where my mouth is. 26-inch, 4-inch, 48-volt, 14.5 amp hour, 750 watt, 750-watt hydraulic brakes. E-bike. And let's go look. You want $17.99 for this bike. Guess what? It ain't got no rear suspension. See it already. Rear suspension. They got the battery and controller hanging out. They want $4,000 for that bike. This one, no rear suspension. 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 There they are. They got it at six. This is Paselec, and this is the actual bike. They got it at $16.99. No rear suspension. No rear suspension. No rear suspension. No rear suspension. Like I said, can nobody beat the features for the price on this bike? $14.99. Nobody. We just looked at a $3,000 e-bike. Couldn't touch this e-bike. $4,000 e-bike. No rear suspension. I can be riding beside somebody on the trail, and they can look over and see me comfortably riding over all the tree stumps and all the branches hanging out the ground and the roots and all that over the rocks and not flinch. And that hiney gonna hurt. And they paid $3,000 for an e-bike. Paid twice as much and still get the hurt hiney. Still get the hurt legs. So all right, y'all, I've showed y'all the e-bikes. If y'all would like to purchase one, treat yourself. If not, hey, don't worry about it. But like I said, I'll have one. I'll have a new e-bike to show y'all. Matter of fact, let me see if they put it on. They don't have it on the website yet. Is it on Amazon yet? Uh, let's see if anything pop up. Amazon got the GS9 for $14.99. I got it for $12.99 with my coupon. So I'm beating Amazon right now. I know I put in 14-inch wheels. So why are they showing me all these big bikes? I put in 14-inch wheel. I know that I put in 14-inch wheel. Let me hold on a second. 14-inch wheel. Uh-huh. And they still, I put in 14-inch wheel. Why are they still showing me these big bikes? And I put the brand name in. I didn't put the brand name in first. Make me look bad, Amazon. You're not doing your job. Paselec 14. Let me type the word out. 14-inch wheel, 350, 350 watt alarm e-bike. And will pop up. Still didn't. That's crazy. That's crazy. Amazon gonna show their favorites. This is crazy. I don't know if I noticed it, but they showing the same e-bikes. They already showed us that e-bike. And showing it again. Did they take it off? It was on here. All right. Well, it ain't showing up. Ain't nothing I can do about it. It ain't showing up. Okay. I just saw it on here last week. I don't know why they pulled it down. Oops. I don't know if this is the exact one, but it's close enough. I don't know if it's the exact one. It doesn't mention the alarm. But this is what I'm going to be unboxing. I can't tell you if it's the exact same one. But this is the bike I'm going to be unboxing for y'all. It looks like it. This is going to be the bike I'm going to be unboxing for y'all on Monday. Can this thing carry my fat behind? Well, we already had the Swagtron EB1. And that got a 250 watt motor. And they got a 12-inch tire in the back and a 14-inch in the front. So this one's going to be even. It's going to be 14 inch. I can tell you, that little 12-inch tire has some torque. It carried my 320 pounds around when I was that fat. So we'll see. It doesn't have front suspension, but it got seat post suspension. That's a good question. Would you rather have front suspension or seat post suspension? Well, you can wear gloves for your hands, but you can't do nothing for your butt, your legs. So like I said, it's got a 13 amp hour battery on it. So we're gonna be looking at this on Monday. Let me look at some of the other pictures. Y'all can see. This gonna be easy to carry up and down the steps. I see that. It's gonna be easier to get around too, and it's foldable. And it comes with a built-in car alarm. Yeah, this is it. This is what we're gonna be showing Monday. See how the batteries in the controller is in the stem. It's inside. Is where nobody trying to. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. No, the battery's back here. It locks in, but you can unlock it and take it with you, or chain it. I like to have my battery inside the frame, but okay, we'll get used to that. But you can lift it. You can lift it straight out and take it with you. So, or just put a chain around it and tie it to the frame. And with my short legs, man, it's gonna be nice to get on something low like this. The smaller tires are gonna make you're gonna feel the bumps more, but the smaller tires mean more torque. Instead of pushing that 20-inch, 4-inch wide fat tire, I think these are only 2-inch wide, 14 inches. This definitely gonna be better going uphill. So I can't wait to see what the difference is and see how it folds up. Look, go in the back of the trunk. You can take this with you on the subway, the light rail. Put it on the bus. Put it on the seat next to you. Take it to work and put it under your desk. Now this ain't the same bike. This only got a 250 watt motor. Well, but it says strong hill climbing ability. So this ain't the same one. The one I'm getting got a 350-watt motor. This only got a 250-watt motor, but it's gonna be similar to this. They send me a bike with a 250-watt motor. I'm sending it back. Hey, that right there. I'm sending it back. And y'all can see Monday, March 28th by 7 p.m. It hasn't moved. It has not moved since the 22nd. It says it's on the way. So it's on the back of somebody's truck coming down. So let's go to eBay. I mean, the YouTube and see what the news is. Has anybody got one yet? I love how I type in 14-inch and they show you everything. You just gotta love it. Hey, there's one of my videos. We got 2,000 views. Cool. There's another one of our videos. We got 2.8 thousand views. I need to stay on this channel. Another one of my videos. We got 2.3 thousand views. Oh, suck it now. Another one of my videos, 2,000 views. We need to monetize this channel. Shucks. I'm dead serious. Trying to find a 14-inch. So we do have some views. I still ain't seen a 14-inch bike yet. Maybe that's why they're so desperate for me to make a video. This one only got 97. That's one of my videos. I'm still looking for a 14-inch bike. I ain't seen one yet. And what's that right there? Oh, that's old cheap. I wouldn't even fool with that. Yeah, he did a review on the Jetson Bolt. I wouldn't even put my fat behind on that bike. Yeah, that thing probably fall apart. There's another version, Jetson Bolt, 329 at Costco. I'll be buying one of them every month. They fall apart on me. Oh, sorry. That's funny. Well, okay. Here's a fight though. This looks like it. Well, from my boy, Micah.
Ido L3. All right, I know this is a pretty funny looking bike. It's pretty small, but it's an interesting e-bike, and you're going to want to learn about it. Stick with me. We'll check it out.
So here's the thing. This is actually a really cool e-bike, and it's worth taking a second glance, even if it does look a bit fun. First of all, it's a nice and small, compact bike. It's a folding e-bike, but even in unfolded form, it just doesn't take up much space. For anyone who lives in an apartment or needs to bring their e-bike into an office, this is a great option for a commuter e-bike that doesn't take up more space than it needs to. And when it comes to commuting, it actually has the specs to do it. First off, it's got a giant battery, one of the largest I've seen in any e-bike, ever, period. We're talking 48 volts and 23 amp hours. That's 1,104 watt hours in a
That's a big
single
battery.
battery. Fido says they've measured a max range of 200 kilometers or 120 miles using a 75 kilo or 165 pound rider. That's insane. No one needs that much range, but it does mean that you won't need to charge the battery very often, which is an added bonus. It also means the battery should last basically forever. If you figure a typical 800 to 1,000 charge cycles for a lithium ion battery, this e-bike could ride around the planet 3 or 4 times before it'd need a new battery. So yeah, I think it'll get you to work and back for several years. The downside of this e-bike as a commuter, though, is the speed. It's limited to just 15.5 miles per hour or 25 kilometers per hour. That's pretty par for the course with these Asian imported e-bikes, though. They come designed for international markets, where a 25 kilometer per hour speed limit is the norm. I'd love to see a US spec version that hits 20 miles per hour, if you're listening, Fido. For power, though, you're definitely set. They say it's a 350 watt motor, but this thing is powerful and the acceleration is zippy. So I'm guessing that we're looking at more like a 500 watt motor or higher when we're talking about real world power. Remember, this is a 48 volt system, so even a tiny 10 amp controller would already be putting out around 500 watts. We're probably looking at above that on this bike.
I hope so, Micah.
The only other downside of the Fido L3 is that it's probably not going to fit the tallest riders. I'm 5'7" or 170 centimeters, and I feel fine on it, but I'm also not pedaling very much. It's a single speed, and the small 14-inch wheels mean you can't really get a good gear ratio out of these types of small format bikes. So most people will probably ride this one throttle only. If you are going to pedal it, don't expect to pedal above around 10 miles per hour or so, or about 16 kilometers per hour. But everything else here ticks my boxes. It's powerful, it's got long range, built-in lights and fenders, a rear rack, even if it is a bit of a small rack, and it even folds to become even smaller. Folding is like your basic folding e-bike. You start by lowering the bars, which also means that they are adjustable height bars, by the way. Then you fold the bars down like a normal folding e-bike, and then the frame folds in the middle. You can even fold in the pedals too if you want to get extra slim. The suspended seat post can also drop down pretty low too, or you can just slide it out. It's a pretty compact little package like this. Unfolding basically follows the same steps in reverse, making it quick and easy to be zipping away in no time. The bike is not the lightest folding e-bike I've tried, at 24 kilos or 53 pounds, but that's actually pretty good still for a bike with a giant battery like this. And at just $999, you get a lot with this bike. I know there will be people comparing that price to other folders like the Electric XP, and it's definitely a different type of bike. You can go faster on other bikes, but this one has its own advantages, like that crazy long range, lower weight, and a more compact design. So let's sum it all up here. We've got some real pros and cons. The pros are that it's torquey and powerful, it's nice and compact, it's full featured with lights, fenders, a rear rack, etc., and it has one of the largest capacity e-bike batteries I've ever seen. Plus, it's also fairly low priced at under $1,000. Downsides, though, are that it's a bit slow at 15.5 miles per hour, and it's a single-speed bike that can't really be pedaled at full speed due to the low gearing. And it might be a bit small or funky looking for some people to feel comfortable being seen on it. But for me, I really like this bike. Fido has always made some quality products, and I think this one is a great option in the compact e-bike space. But what do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Fido L3 electric folding bike. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe either.
All right, y'all. So we're going to be unboxing a bike like that. We're going to be unboxing a bike like that. So I can't wait. I love to do unboxing videos. So I hope that y'all are here to see my first reactions. And then we're going to take it out. You're going to charge it up, and we're going to take it out for a spin around the neighborhood. So that's Monday. I don't know what time UPS is coming, but if they're here on time, Knowing my luck, they won't come till Wednesday. Knowing my luck, but whenever they come, we're gonna do the unboxing video, and that's where I take it out the box live, and then we're gonna take it out and put it through its paces. So we'll have to see what the max speed is, and like I said, as soon as you come out my house, as soon as you leave my street, you got to go uphill. So it's gonna get its paces. You go straight uphill. So we're gonna see what it can do. Do it need help to get up the hill? We're gonna find out. It ain't gonna take long at all. See what's going on. I hit this button 3 times. It ain't doing nothing. I hit it 4 times. It ain't doing nothing. I hit it 5 times. It ain't doing nothing. What the heck going on here? Thank you.
Federal count in 2020 that found that nearly 30,000 people are homeless in Texas.
And while Waco officials say they're trying to help the hundreds here in our city, some say that is just not enough. Alicia Nespreto is live here in the studio with a look at what some want to see.
Todd, the Waco homeless population has been decreasing over the years. Now the city is working to bring that number down to 0, but some people are not sure that that can be done. Robert Brown has lived in Waco his whole life.
Waco's changed up a lot now. It's changed up a whole lot.
One of the biggest changes, the drastic hike in rent.
Rent here is outrageous now. It's got too expensive for anybody.
For the last 6 years, Brown has carried all of his belongings in a backpack, sleeping where he can, and working hard to get back on his feet.
It's hard if people don't want to give you a chance. I mean, all wants a chance. That's all I want.
He says while he does collect Social Security, it's not enough to get by.
There's no way I can afford to pay some what I get every month. I'm trying to find little jobs to do to make extra money just to survive every day. And it's hard if people don't want to give you a chance. They know, see you can't carry your stuff. They know you're homeless. They won't hire you. I tried.
The Heart of Texas Homeless Coalition is working together with the city of Waco to address some of the challenges. They recently released a strategic plan for ending homelessness.
So the ultimate goal of the plan is to figure out how to fill gaps we've identified in our community and how to set about priorities for when funding becomes available.
The plan looks to tackle unemployment and poverty, mental health and substance abuse, as well as rising housing costs, which Brown says is the most prominent.
It's needed to do affordable housing for people. And I ain't talking about $1,200 a month. Maybe even $300, $500 a month. That I could probably maybe afford. That's about it.
The group say they're looking for community feedback on that plan and encourage the public to attend their next meeting on Monday at 6 o'clock. That's at the Dewey Community Center.
The Dewey.
Alicia Nespreto.
Louie. We're hanging out with Dewey. I read a tat-tat-tat-tooey. Uh-oh. Sit down, man.
Таке, бачите, саме, що тут робилось. Тут люди погибли ж. Тут наші солдати погибли, стріляли. Таке, що тут.
И я верю, что скоро все вот эти войска, все эти силы, которые сюда пришли, будут в диком страхе, в дикой панике, в диком ужасе бежать отсюда, потому что на нашей стороне Господь. Видел то, что тут разрушалось, что тут и обстрелы, и рядом. Вот я осколки собираю во дворе. Тут только что по бетонных дорожках, насобирал уже, наверное, десятка 3. Он выдуло вот и окна в беседке там от взрывной волны. Видел,
This is what war does.
А так в боевых боях я не участвовал.
Ти увезли.
Що трапилось? Що трапилось? Розкажіть.
Зачем він губить дітей таких? Я якраз у погребі, ну, по всій вероятності, это ракета, потом...
That's a daggone shame. That's just a shame.
A violent and very unusual attack in the city of Colorado.
Get out of the car that did the ramming and start to vandalize the car that was hit. Our Eric Resendiz is live in Bell with the story. Eric?
David, Ellen, just a very frightening moment for this young woman who was attacked while she was driving. She was on her way to pick up her sister from work. That's when she noticed she was being followed by another car. She tried to escape, but that's when it all happened. Take a look at the dramatic video. So according to the Bell Police Department, they say the incident happened around 10:30 this morning near the 4600 block of Florence Avenue. A group of 3 women intentionally crashed into the car. They leave, make a U-turn, and hit the car again. The women then exit the car and start vandalizing the victim's car. The victim, she is a 22-year-old woman who was driving the car and was the only person in the vehicle. Police say the suspects fled the scene and took off heading east on Florence. As for what sparked all of this, it's still unknown at the moment. The victim says she doesn't know the 3 women that attacked her and that the only injuries that she has are cuts on her hands from the broken glass. The victim is still shaken up from the scary situation and didn't want to talk to us on camera, but family members are now asking for the public's help to locate the suspects.
Just picture that could be their child in that car. And we just need their help because what they did is not right. They totally, I mean, I don't know if there was road rage but when you see the video, you can see how angry they were and just disruptive and the vandalism that took place. And we're just so happy that nothing happened to her.
Now, police are looking for a 2006 gray Audi Model A6, 4 doors with light tint on the window. Anyone with information, you are urged to call the Bell Police Department. Reporting live in Bell, Eric Resendiz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Eric.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great.
We begin with a shocking assault at a library in Anaheim. The suspect still.
The attack was surveillance video. Orange County reporter Jessica DeNova live now in Anaheim to show it to us, and find out more about that suspect. Jessica.
Just a few seconds ago, I finished speaking with a spokesperson with the city of Anaheim, and he admits here in front of the Anaheim Central Library, the transient and homeless community is common. They usually come here seeking shelter from the weather or perhaps a restroom to use. But he says, you know what? The people who come here are known to us, and their interactions with people and the staff here are not violent in nature. I'm told that this is completely random and this person is not known to them. The reason they think he might be transient is because, as you'll see in this video, he's carrying a lot of bags with him. So now police with the Anaheim Police Department need your help. A warning, this video you're about to watch is very violent, so Make sure if your kiddos are around, they might not want to see this, but take a close look at this video here. You see the library employee there in khaki pants make his way to the center of your screen, and to the left, a man wearing a blue Dodgers hat. That's the suspect, completely unprovoked, according to police, steps in front of the worker and pushes him to the ground. The employee lands, hits his head on the tile, slides across the floor, and even loses consciousness. You can see there it happened in front of several people, including children. As witnesses step in to help the worker, the suspect walks away. Police are asking that you to call them if you recognize this suspect. Now, this happened back on the evening of March 3rd at the Anaheim Central Library, just after 6. As for who this suspect is, like I mentioned earlier, he has not been seen here before this incident.
And he did this in front of a bunch of, women and children that are in the library. And everybody looks shocked as he just steps over this unconscious victim, even appears to look over his shoulder and possibly laughs or smiles as he's walking away. So it's somebody that we do need to get off the streets. We do need to contact because they're capable of this random sort of violence.
Police say that employee was treated at a local hospital for a laceration to his head, but he is doing much better. And officers remind people, if you witness something like this happening, do not intervene. You can try to maybe help the victim, as you saw those witnesses do once everything is over. But they say if it is safe, you may maybe follow the suspect at a safe distance, keep track of where they go so you can report that later to police. So again, if anyone recognizes this assault suspect, contact Anaheim Police immediately.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7.
The people that work with him in that library said came out there and bust that man in the back of his head. I ain't trying to hear that mess. That's why crime keep going on. Nobody don't do nothing. Your coworker bust in the back of your head. It could be you next time. And you don't do nothing. And somebody gonna do it to you, and nobody gonna do nothing. First thing you gonna say, well, you didn't help me.
Breaking news: an attempted robbery in Philadelphia store.
Yeah, police say a suspect was shot and killed when someone pulled out a gun and fired the weapon. Action News reporter Andy McCormick live at the Dollar General at 9th and Girard with these breaking details. Andy, what are you learning about this?
Yeah, Gray and Sherry, this all happened just after 8:30 tonight inside of this Dollar General at 9th and Girard. What we know right now, police are still on the scene. However, several people have been taken down to homicide. They tell us that a man came into the store, looked like a customer, but ordered the cashier to empty the register and brandished what looked like a gun. At that point, the cashier signaled to the manager of the store that something was wrong. The manager actually approached that customer who was trying to rob the store to try to talk to the customer. But then again, police say that customer showed the gun, what looked like a gun, and ordered the cashier again to empty the register. That is when the manager, who is licensed to carry, pulled out his gun. We talked to police a short time ago.
At that point, the manager of this store, who was licensed to carry, pulled out a gun and shot the suspect once in the head. 2 shots were fired. We know at least one struck the suspect in the head. We're uncertain if he was struck once or twice.
And again, police still remain on the scene. They tell us that the police were called, medics and police arrived at the same time, and he was pronounced dead. The suspect was pronounced dead inside of the store. Right now, they're still in there. You can actually see in some of that video what the suspect was holding at the time, the gun that he said was a gun that right now they're saying appears to not have been a gun. But at this point right now, everyone is at homicide that they are interviewing. And at this point, they say that they do not think that there will be any charges against the manager because, again, the manager was licensed to carry. For now, reporting live in North Philadelphia, Annie McCormick for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
Wow.
So a man got shot. The man is dead.
3:30
Wait, whoa. A man is dead trying to rob Dollar General, dollar store. A man is shot dead. A man lost his life trying to rob the dollar store. Not trying to rob the bank. Not trying to rob a Walmart or a Target or a Macy's. A daggone dollar store. If you're the family of that man, how do you cope knowing your family member is dead for trying to rob a dollar store?
Sharing their heartbreak after they say their loved one was wrongfully shot by police.
Officers say the man was armed, but the family believes a critical video could tell a different story. Local 10's Hansel Vela is live in Miami with this one. Hansel.
Eden, Antoine Cooper was supposed to turn 35 next month. The family today is claiming it was a sergeant here at Miami PD who shot and killed him, shot him at close range in the head.
He deserved to go to jail for 35 years. My son would have been 35 next month. He took my son's life. He's a murderer. He murdered my son.
So much pain from an angry mother who feels police wrongfully shot and killed her son, Antoine Cooper.
The pain is unbearable, man. I can't describe the pain.
I'm so distraught over the idea that they killed him like that.
I've cried. I woke up at night, can't go back to sleep.
It happened back on March 8th near the intersection of Northwest 71st Street and 12th Avenue, right by Northwestern High School. On that day, the police chief told us this.
The officers became aware that one of the individuals in the vehicle was armed. A struggle ensued. One of the officers discharged his firearm.
The family's attorney says that's not the whole story. In fact, they have seen unreleased video from a police body-worn camera they say shows something drastically different and painful to this family.
He shot him in the head in close range. He shot him in the head in close range with another officer right there. Mr. Cooper was not holding a weapon. Mr. Cooper was not attacking an officer. And that sergeant used lethal force.
Cooper's attorney says it all started with a traffic stop. Cooper didn't have his driver's license, only an ID, as well as possible confusion over the car's registration. Then it escalated. Today, the chief says the meeting with Cooper's family was incredibly emotional for Assistant Chief Sharice Goss and myself. The loss of life is tragic under any circumstances, and the Miami PD holds the sanctity of life at the center of all we do. At this point, the police department here in Miami has not released the name of the sergeant. They have not told us if he remains on the job. Also, we wanted to know about what's happening with the investigation. They say they continue to work with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and will continue to cooperate. By the way, the family says they will file a civil rights
lawsuit
next week. We're not reporting live from
and,
downtown.
and the black lawyer coming, Mr. Crump. Yeah, he don't get that money.
Hey guys, so I want to warn you, the video you're about to see is just the victim's family says, though, they want you to see this video to understand what happened.
It was like a predatory thing.
You're watching video from Monday afternoon around 1:30 p.m. on the 300 block of North Scott. Linda Fricky is leaving work. Richard Hodges is her boss. His surveillance cameras are rolling.
That's when the male started to pull her out of the car. At that point, he struggled with her. It looked like trying to pull her out, and he maced her. Two of the females had jumped in the other side of the vehicle, and then they jumped out. Like all of a sudden, it's like popped out, and it seemed like maybe they were like, "Okay, this ain't gonna work. We're gonna leave." And he proceeded on the side of the vehicle. He basically was assaulting her, trying to get her out of the car. Once he got her on the ground, he got in. He took off.
Hodges says two co-workers came out and tried to save her, but it was too late.
They found her in the street there, and they stayed with her, until she passed away within a few minutes after that. It was just a horrific thing.
NOPD Superintendent Sean Ferguson said the parents of the 15-year-old female turned her in Monday night. A tip from another parent led police to the 17-year-old male and 16-year-old female. The 15-year-old female turned herself in Tuesday morning. Police say some of the suspects have criminal records, but would not give details. Ferguson did say he wants the teens charged as adults.
Brazenness, broad daylight, with no regards to this woman.
For a car.
So, I think at some point in time, we have to step up and say we're going to hold individuals accountable.
Linda's family described the teens as evil and cowards.
she is just was the kindest, the best person. It's a hole in all of our lives that we'll never get back. She just will be deeply. That's all I could really say.
Hodges says Linda worked for him for 20 years. She was a great employee. Linda cherished her family and granddaughter. He recalls asking her if she ever wanted to retire. He says she loved her job and said she wasn't going anywhere.
I have virtually no confidence in the system right now. Does anybody? You know, I would love to see them be prosecuted as adults, send a message, not only to somebody who would be thinking about doing that, but just, you know, what is the purpose in it? What purpose was this? It's a senseless murder.
They getting in the car and she ain't even got the car yet.
Today,
God
the
damn.
district attorney would not say if he plans on prosecuting the teens as adults. To see his full statement, though, you can head to the WDSU mobile app right now. Morgan Lentis picks up our live team coverage tonight.
That's daggone shame.
And right Thursday night, the big story is
Kill a woman for a car. I think they either beat her to death while she was sitting in the seat and threw her out, or they ran her over just to get a car. I mean, how do you do that? Just to get a car. They beat that woman like a government mule for a car. Shameful. I don't know if this gonna work. Nope, it's not gonna open. Let's try this then. Yeah, I might have to go back and get the other PC, y'all. Copy. That's a daggone shame that they hurt that lady like that. Okay, so while that's doing that, what was the one thing that was playing? All right, let's go. That's hydraulic brakes. I mean, mechanical disc brakes. You want to get the hydraulic car like brakes. I'm pressing the button. It ain't doing nothing. You know you're wrong for this. Well, I don't know how I look to y'all because the phone won't do nothing. I ain't got time to worry about it. Well, we got time to worry about it now. Look, you hit one like you hit them all. Oh, now it's back. got 31 minutes to get there. All right, let's go. My bad, y'all. Oh, no, I needed that. We on the main street. Hey, yeah, come on, man. Look at find me a stop for. Come on. That's ignorant. Man, we was rolling. Man, there go lights. We was rolling. I don't know what's up with the phone. I ain't gonna worry about it. Everybody staying on it anyway. Oh, y'all, we halfway there. All you gotta do is get over the bridge. That's gonna be the hard part, that bridge. Man, come on, man. We just hit one light. Like, done. We just hit a light. Like, Jesus. All right, we got 28 minutes. Every light. Every damn light. Why we gotta hit every light? I'm getting mad now. Every time we get up a good head of steam and keeping up with the car, we get a red light. We gotta start all over again. God damn. How much time we got? All right, we got 26 minutes. All you gotta do is get over the hill and hit Martin Luther King. Make us hit every light. Well, it's a good thing I didn't come that way. Good thing I didn't come that way. And that was one good thing we did today. Thank goodness, we didn't come that way. Going over the Texas bridge. Right to the red light. You knew that. Right to the damn red light. You knew that. Just gotta give it this last little bit of hill to get up. Just let us go, good. That's all right, dog. It's we still got 25 minutes. Yeah, well, we ain't gonna have no big I don't think we'll wait to see. No daggone red light. All right, we got 24 minutes to get there. How you doing, sir? Oh, you see it coming up. God, no, look at that. Oh, Lord. How you take all the shots. Look, hey, no, you ready to scream. It's a pleasure to be on it. All right, well, there's the building. I can see it. We on the main street. Shoot, you see that pothole? All right, hold on. I forgot Drew Hill is the one way down. Come on, girl. Hold on. Weird sidewalk here, but let's get it. There ain't no sidewalk right on either side, which ain't a big deal. You know? But you know you're wrong for this. Get it up there. Get up there. Your short leg. Come on. All right, so how you get in? That's why I wanted to get here early. How you get in the joint? So it's blocked off. Okay, so so this is that's the wrong building. That's Dolphin Street. We don't want that. And my song is on. Hold on a second. That says Bacala. So how did you get in the joint? Am I on the right street? I don't see a way to get No, this is the building. This one became early. Okay, it's that building, but how the hell you get in? Okay, you must hit it from this side then. Excuse me. How do you get to the building? I'm looking for 1102 Drew Hill Avenue. Is it this building or the other high rise? You know? Okay. Thank you. Oh, this is the entrance on this side. We're on the wrong side of the joint. Yeah, here we go. They ain't got no bike rack? I think that's a bike rack. Yeah, I see somebody got a bike over there. So how you gonna do this? It's an electric bike. So we got 4 locks here. How you gonna do it, sir? So let's move up. Let's try this one. No, we still there. Let's try this one. All right, I'm unchaining now. Yeah, that's the high riser. I'm gonna be in the prizes. Next month we'll be in the prizes. That's gonna be my home. Okay, there goes Druid Hill right there. We just take it back down. Excuse me. Yeah, they get ready to fight. I should have stayed and watched. Now y'all know that's not right. Social Security couldn't do that job. I am not happy about that. They couldn't do that stinking job. They couldn't do that job. Yeah, well, like I said, y'all, I wasn't gonna say nothing while I was in there. Man, that apartment is a cell. It's small as I don't know what. I ain't gonna be able to take nothing but my clothes. I'm dead serious. All right. Like I said, I ain't complaining. Like, he put all these daggone locks on. Oh, that was it. Hold on. Oh, damn, that was quick. Give me a second, y'all. Make the adjustment here. Yeah, this take a lot more work. Hey, he rolling. Bike lane just gone. It was a bike lane. It's gone. Bike lane just gone. We had a bike lane. Oh, Lord. It's raggedy on both sides. Oh, Lord. Hey, 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 hey. Did we lose something? Hey, God. Oh. Hey, 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 hey. There go the light rail. There go the tracks. Y'all on the wrong side of the tracks. If I had to go to the daggone bathroom, that's a problem. How am I catching this truck? Come on, man. Look how much more I pedal. I sent them social services already. Smart pants. Y'all want to help me get a printer? Can't hurt me. You want to talk about bike? Okay, it can't play that file. All right, move to the next one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, so now you're not gonna play none of them, huh? It said Windows Media Player. Nope, Windows Media won't play it. Come on now. All right, I guess that's it. It won't play no more. Let's try a different one. Well, we gotta find a media player that'll play the file. Nope. This program won't even open. Shucks. But let's play the file. All right, forget it then. Yeah, all right. We're gonna have to go to the other PC. I might just switch them back. I might just switch the PCs back. But ain't nobody chatting, so I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm gonna go watch some Hell's Kitchen. Maybe get watch some Gotham. I just started watching Supergirl. I don't know why they making her look so simple. But I might go watch Supergirl. Like I said, thank y'all for coming with me. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. Thanks for keeping me company. Let me see how the video came off from early 12 instead of the we've been using the 812. I don't see the video. 3 days ago. But what did we live stream on today? I thought we was on the what channel was we on? I thought we was on the Ebike channel. Was we on the Minister channel earlier? No, I don't see it. Well, what channel was we on? Is it on private? Hold on a sec. Go back. Was it on private? I hate when it does that. Go back to the eBike Light channel. Is it putting it on private? Go to YouTube Studio. your time. God darn. Computer moving slow. Screen. I bet you it's on private. Yep, there it is right there. On private. Public, please. Thank you. Do a refresh.
We got 20 minutes. Let's go.
I want to see how the. You know, y'all already know.
Come on. Hurry up on him, let's go. So we got stuck on the hill. Take a look. Nobody want to go nowhere. Pedal, pedal, come on.
See y'all turkeys later.
Always took the truck right here. It's going to blow you all right. Oh, Lord. How you that? How you that? How you that? Yes, yes. We always get that there. How you that? How you that? How you doing this?
Don't hit the poles.
Not what I wanted to do, but okay.
I wanted to go in the street.
Oh, shit. Okay. How you doing? I knew that light was gonna be red. How you doing, sir? I'm being on the sidewalk right now. Who are you rushing for? Come on, light. Come on, light. Come on, light. I'm trying to take my time. All right, let's get it. Right in the middle of the damn street. How you doing?
Look at that hill. That hill is steep.
It's the hill killer right here.
Look at that. Look at that. Virginia tags. That lady was vlogging. She saw it. She knew that woman was wrong.
You got Virginia tags. That's one of them kitchen cousins. Virginia country hit. Right that way. That's it. You don't see me coming. She had to come into my face. Now I understand why the road rage. I understand now.
Video looks pretty good.
That woman looked me right in my face every day. and still kept coming. Like, screw you. It don't matter if you on the road. You don't count. Hurry, not going nowhere. Hurry, not going nowhere, man.
Watch this, y'all. I'm gonna get up on the curb and say, "The heck with y'all." Watch this. Rather than risk my life jumping out there on the other side.
Now watch that move. See y'all later. We go. How you doing, man? How you flying? I don't know why these idiots sitting here, but they are. How you flying?
See y'all later. All right, the footage looks good.
How you flying?
It's too bad only 13 people watched it, but footage looks good. Like I said, it's too bad only 13 people watched it. Still doesn't have the anti-shake, but they did okay. Alrighty, y'all. Let me get out of here. As Nia would say, see you soon. As Chung Lee would say, don't leave home without the wash spray. Hope you're doing all right, Chung Lee. And as I say, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I might come back on later tonight with that video footage. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to switch to PCs. I might let the PC ride one more night because I'm enjoying having the Dolby Atmos for headphones along with the Dolby Digital. If I switch them back, so we're not gonna have that problem when I move next month because we'll just be using one PC. So we're not gonna have that problem next month. We'll be doing everything from the same PC. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks to y'all that rode with me. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. And we out. Y'all got an early show today.